Is my newborn baby constipated? That's a question I sometimes get from new moms and dads. Hi, it's Dr. Obidi of the Newborn Prep Academy, and I would love to answer that question today. Now, oftentimes parents say that because they've observed one or two of these things with their newborns, and that's that, first of all, they may have observed them straining to have a bowel movement or straining to poop. And secondly, they may also observe that the babies are not pooping as often, right? It may be once a day when it was several times a day, or maybe even skipping days, right? Pooping every 2-3 days, even as long as once a week. And that can be quite surprising for parents, and can lead them to think that their baby is constipated. Now, I do want to say that this video is really for informational purposes only. So if there's some specific situation with your newborn, you want to talk to your physician. But I'll lay out a few things that can be responsible for observing those things with your newborn. Number one, they don't have the advantage of squatting over a bowl when they're making a bowel movement, and so there's no gravity helping them. They are oftentimes having to lay down on their back to push out bowel movement, to push out a poop, right? During a bowel movement. And so that takes some effort. And so you're going to oftentimes see babies straining, making a face, fussing, while they're doing their business. The other thing also is that oftentimes, especially when the baby is breastfed, as they start to really digest breast milk really well, which, is very easily digestible for newborns. If you think about it, poop is really residue, right? It's a residue of food that we've eaten and has not been digested. And so for babies who are breastfed, oftentimes it does take a while for them to accumulate enough residue to form a critical mass to be able to have that reflex to poop. And that's because they're just digesting a lot of their food. Now, I do teach a simple formula to know if your baby is making enough bowel movements the first week of life. And that is a simple rule of 1-to-1 where the number of wet diapers and poopy diapers they should have in the first week of life should approximate how old they are in days. And so if your baby is 3 days old, we want at least 3 wet diapers and 3 poopy diapers in a 24-hour period. Now, after a week, that formula tends to break down. And after a week, you may start to find that your baby may be pooping less often. Now, if your baby is pooping less often, but the poop is still quite soft or runny, then they're unlikely to be constipated. A baby who's truly constipated oftentimes will have very hard stools that almost look like pebbles or little rabbit poop, right? And that could be more worrisome for constipation. Now, again, I do want you to check with your pediatrician if you have concerns about your baby being constipated. But hopefully this gives you some information to go on and some background information to check. Now, if your baby is refusing to feed, they're extremely uncomfortable, vomiting persistently, those will be some signs that are worrisome and that should make you seek medical attention right away. Well, I hope this was useful. If you have any questions, just drop them wherever you are watching this video, and I would love to be able for you to come back next week where I should have another video on some of the topics to do with the newborn that you'll find educative, all right? Educational. All right, it's nice to see you again. Take care. Bye. Dr. Obidi here. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it useful. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and click the notification button so you don't miss a new video when one comes out. Now, I know sometimes choosing the right pediatrician for your baby can be a difficult decision, and that's why I want you to check out my free resource guide. It's a simple 3-part framework on how to choose the right pediatrician for your baby. You can find the links in the description below. Again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you back here again soon.